It was called The Gun That Won the West, but the real story behind the Winchester rifle is far more complicated. Long before it became a legend, it started as a risky business gamble, one that almost failed. In the mid-1800s, firearms were still slow, clunky, and unreliable. Most rifles could only fire a single shot before needing to be reloaded, a major disadvantage in battle or survival. That changed with a man named Benjamin Tyler Henry. In 1860, he introduced the Henry rifle, a lever-action firearm that could fire multiple rounds without reloading after every shot. It was revolutionary, but it wasn't perfect. It had issues with heat, durability, and design. Still, it caught attention. One of the men paying very close attention was Oliver Winchester. Winchester saw something others didn't: potential. He bought the company behind the Henry rifle and began improving the design. In 1866, he released a new version, the Winchester Model 1866. This rifle changed everything. It was faster, more reliable, and easier to use. Soldiers, settlers, and frontiersmen quickly took notice. For the first time, ordinary people had access to rapid-fire capability, and in the American West, that meant survival. As settlers pushed westward, the Winchester rifle became a symbol of expansion, power, and control. It wasn't just a weapon, it was a tool of conquest. Then came the legendary Model 1873, often called the gun that won the West. It became one of the most famous rifles in American history. Why? Because it was versatile, powerful, and dependable. It could be used for hunting, self-defense, and even in conflicts with outlaws or Native American tribes. And it wasn't just civilians using it. Lawmen, cowboys, and even famous figures like Buffalo Bill carried Winchesters. But here's the part most people don't talk about. While the Winchester helped settlers survive, it also played a role in the violent displacement of Native Americans. The same rifle that symbolized opportunity for some meant destruction for others. By the late 1800s, Winchester rifles were everywhere. They were used in wars, carried across frontiers, and exported around the world. The company continued to innovate, releasing new models that improved accuracy, power, and reliability. Winchester had become more than a brand, it was an icon. But like many American legends, its story is layered. It represents innovation, but also conflict. Progress, but also loss. Today, the Winchester rifle remains one of the most recognizable firearms in history, not just because of what it did, but because of what it represents. A turning point in technology, a symbol of the American frontier, and a reminder that every invention can shape history, for better or worse. So the next time you hear the phrase, the gun that won the West, remember, it didn't just win the West. It helped define it.